Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play LEGO Lord of the Rings. Last episode we got some more characters, and now this episode we're going to finish off getting the rest of the characters. First is Denethor here, who we didn't see at all in story mode, but he is a very interesting character, needless to say. He's Boromir's father, Boromir Faramir's father, and he's the steward, the former steward of Gondor. And if you want to know his whole ordeal, you need to watch Lord of the Rings: Return of the King to kind of find out about him. And he's not the best character, we'll have to say. He's pretty crazy, actually. Not the best steward. So we get to climb this tower epically. And we didn't get to see this in story mode, but there is a cutscene that happened, kind of a cutscene that happens up here for a Mythril Brick. That is a thing that happened in the movies, the lighting of the beacons. But first, we want to get to Citadel Guard. And since we're up here, we're going to do the lighting of the beacons. So for whatever reason I changed to... And for whatever reason, when you bring up the character wheel, if you have a hobbit as your other character, we'll change that character to a hobbit. So it's weird. So I decided to select Sam here just by doing that. Now let's light this fire and watch the epic cutscene. Sweet! So that was the lighting of the beacons. That's a pretty epic, that's a pretty epic cutscene that they show there. So I was just looking around to see what other characters are available just at that point, but there's not too many other characters here in Minas Tirith. So the epic fall, so yeah, so now we're ready to leave Minas Tirith, and it doesn't really matter who we play as at this point. So we're gonna head over to Skilleth here and get Boromir, the captain, wearing his Gondor armor. And there's also a Gondor soldier over here as well. Some of these characters are kind of in hiding. They're kind of hiding out here with Skilleth. So you kind of have to do some looking around to find these guys. There he is. That elf there we don't want to talk to. He's for a quest. We most likely don't have the item for him. There's one more guy, the Gondor Ranger. He's across the river here, so we want to across here in the boat. And again, this guy's kind of hiding out too. We don't want to talk to that guy. There he is. Gondor Ranger. Okay, now we have the Minas Morgul. We already got some of the characters here. So we have the Witch King. He's actually another character that's kind of tricky to get to, and there's a Mythril Brick not too kind of right by him. He's not over there by that orc guy. He's actually over on this side of Minas Morgul. So in order to get over there, we need to switch to Legolas first. And we gotta jump here. And then you see that we need a rope there. Well, we can't get Sam over here. So you have to hold wide to bring up the character wheel. And what we want to do here is just pick on extra characters, and then we want to select Sam here. Now we can hopefully jump up here. It took me a couple times to get up here. We got the rope, now we can jump. Okay, now here we can switch back to Legolas. Because it's a little tricky to get over here, and it's off screen at the moment, but there is a mithril brick over here that we need to get. There's the mithril brick right there. So yeah, we do want to get that, because that mithril brick is kind of hard to get, or you know, it's kind of inconvenient for us to get later. So since we're already over here, we're just gonna get this mithril brick now, so we don't have to come back here later. There we go. Got the mithril brick. That's all that matters. So now we have to cross right here. And luckily Legolas can damage the Witch King. We technically didn't kill him, but we were able to damage him enough to get him to buy his character. So don't ask me why we're way over here, but the Witch King spawns there, but that's where he always spawns anyway. So now we're gonna go to the Black Gate. So our next character is back over here, around this corner here. The Easterling. Okay, and now I know Boromir had said that one does not simply walk into Mordor, but since Sauron has been defeated, we can just waltz right in, and then if you walk into Mordor, you will get an achievement. One does not simply walk into Mordor, or something like that. So this guy is like really like following me, and I don't know when these guys like despawn, man, but yeah, I kill him, and then of course it triggers the timer for that mithril brick that guy was tied to. So it's amazing how long those guys will follow you for. And then it's like this timer's kind of on my thing, but don't worry about that. This guy is actually over here by Sauron's tower, which is still somewhat here, but it doesn't have the eye anymore. Gothmog. He was like the leader of Sauron's army for the Pelennor Fields. So now this guy, the Mordor Orc. And it's so weird, the game like routes you around the long way, but if you just like go straight here, it ends up being a shorter path. And the time is just about to expire here. A long time limit, but I think you have to kill a bunch of orcs for that mental brick. So that guy killed me because I reloaded the game here, and invincibility is turned off. So that's easier to. Now this last character in Mordor is a real hard to get. So he's down at the bottom of the screen there, but yeah, he's right there. But you'll get down there and you realize that you need a crank. So, and in order to get the crank, you have to find a fishing hole here. And this fishing hole is not easy to find. I had to look for this thing for a little bit here. Because this thing is so hard to find. I could never remember where this is at in Mordor. I swear, like, every time now I play this game, I'm gonna have to look up this video here and watch this and see. It's not up here. That's for a mithril brick. We don't want to go up those moving platforms. We're actually going in the right direction right now, but I thought, no, I'm going too far south here. I went too far here, but if I just continued going for a little bit longer, I would have found what I was looking for. But I actually do turn around here a little prematurely, so I'm looking for where that item is, but no such luck. Because it doesn't show it on the map either. But yeah, if I would have just kept going there, I would have found it, but whatever. No, yeah. Like I said, it's not there. You can see the missile brick up there, but we don't want that. There's a blacksmith page there too, but it's actually not. I'll tell you this: it's mithril fireworks, and it allows you to destroy mithril blocks, but it's not as good as the berserker's bomb. It might sound good, and the game advertises it, but it's not as good as the bomb, and it costs like 16 mithril bricks to craft it. It's not worth it at all. The berserker is much more worth getting, because the bomb works a lot better than the mithril fireworks do. So there's a water pool there, but we don't need that. Yep, so just casually walking through Mordor here. But to be honest, there's not much going on around here anymore because Sauron is defeated now, so this place is pretty much mostly abandoned. There are a few orcs running around still, but as you've seen already, but for the most part this place is pretty desolate and abandoned. But yeah, we actually have to keep going here. Yeah, this is one of the hardest characters to get. This is the character that you honestly have to do the most work for, I swear. So this is what we were looking for. This is what we wanted. Right here. So we have to do a bit of work to get up here. Then we have to change to the Berserker, because you'll see there's a silver item there. Yeah, and we have to... Okay, so now we have to fish. So I'm just gonna change to Golem here. And I failed it the first time. So let's try again. And we got it. We got the crank we wanted. So now we have to take this crank all the way to the character. So, and it's a long trek. As you see, we have to walk all the way across Mordor. But we don't have to follow the ghost studs here, because that takes you around the long way. We're just gonna try to head as straight as we can. He's on the other side of Mount Doom here. We're gonna try to avoid climbing Mount Doom, because you really can't on this side. And we'll be climbing Mount Doom later. That's all I'm gonna say about that right now. So the arrow's pointing over to the right there, but we don't want to go that way. We want to go here. The arrow does pop up here when we get close to the character here. So yeah, you'll get here and you'll see that you need a crank here. So and you can't get this character until you get this crank. So it's a lot of work to get this one character. So I took out that guy. I still don't have invincibility, but oh well. Here he is. Gilgalad. I cannot pronounce these names, I swear. Okay, so believe it or not, we are actually still short one character. He's actually back in other things. So yeah, we're short one character there, as you see. Missing one character yet. So I was checking around. I was checking the stats here because it shows how many characters are in each area. So it's actually here in Edoras. You'll see. So I travel here to Edoras. But it's actually gonna be better for us to travel to Isengard here, because as you'll see, I was looking around Edoras here, but it's actually there by Fangorn Forest. You'll see. So yeah, and I remembered luckily that this character is only available at nighttime. So we're going to travel to Isengard at nighttime, and then we're going to head into Fangorn Forest. So I got that destination set. Now we can follow our handy guide sets here to the character. And that'll do it for characters. There's a few more things I want to get though. I think before I start free play, I think there's a few more mithril items I do want to get, because I do think there are some mithril items that are going to be required for us to do some of these levels in free play. So we'll take a look at that in the next episode. We'll get this guy. I'm not going to even attempt to pronounce that name. So that will do it for this episode. So until then, this is Joe Cool 10 signing out.